This episode is brought to you by the Thrive Tribe. Check it out at chasingbrighter.com/Thrive Tribe. Welcome to Superwoman Diaries. And today we have a second part in our series talking with our teens. I have with me today a special guest who's been on before, my daughter, Gabriella. I'm excited to talk with you today, Gabby, and for our listeners to hear us talk about connection. The teen years can be, I think, really difficult for a parent. Is it difficult as the child?
I think we're learning to navigate life, so I don't think our relationship with you is difficult. It's just added on to a pile of things we
Yeah,
handle.
yeah. So I put together some ideas from my best friend, an assistant, ChatGPT. That's right. And on how to stay connected. And then you're going to tell me whether this is lame or stupid or if you have further ideas for our listeners. Okay? Does that sound?
Okay.
Okay. So, first, I have staying connected day to day. Okay? So, like, instead of like big grand gestures or moments where I would buy you tickets to a movie or let's go to Disneyland or something. It's just like little moments, quick check ins, maybe sending you a funny meme, sitting down and talk without distractions. What do you think about that?
I think that's great, but I'm not gonna lie to you. When you send me like 30 reels, I'm not gonna watch everything.
Okay. So
I think
not
you're more
30
probably
real.
online than I
Okay.
am, but
Okay.
because I feel like they're all the same vibes, they're
What are
great,
the vibes I
but
sent
they're
you?
always like how the first child acts, and it's like great, and then it's like the middle child, and it's ignored. And
You
then
send me those.
no, I don't. You send, and then you'll send me some funny stuff. Usually it's about babies.
So I need to pull back and 1 to 2 cute little things a week
It
would
was
be more
really funny because you
impactful.
sent me a video the other day and it was like reasons why it's good to have a third child, and I was like, it's like I'm not having children. So
No, because I was showing you because of how the children treated the third child, and that's so the dynamics of our family. And so if you want to
I
know
just
why
didn't get that. I was like,
your
I don't
brother
know.
said.
You didn't send any context. I was like, I don't. Why are you sending me this?
Okay, so listeners, don't.
Send 40 videos.
Yeah,
It's maybe
yeah. If
like
you think something's
one.
cute and funny, your teen probably won't look at it, or if they do, they think it's dumb. Message received. Pull that out.
Well, I feel like
A
it's good
quick
for
check
people.
in. And what would I ask? If I was okay, if they're like, "Oh, have a quick check in with your teen." What's a check in? How would you where are you? Where am I? Like, and what do I say?
What do you say? Like,
Mhm.
it's usually about school
No,
stuff.
like what advice are we giving our listeners? What would you want me to do?
I hate when people ask about school. I already have teachers on my butt and I already have
Okay.
everything. And
So
I know
don't
that you guys have to obviously check in on school and stuff, but it feels like when we're having like a sit down, it's more of like an interrogation, and I don't feel like it went anywhere. It was just like getting like borderline in trouble for not being on top of my work, or if I like was like, "Oh, I have this," and it's like you're just going to make me start doing stuff, and I'm like, "I have it under control, like I know what I'm going to do to handle it." Maybe I think a lot of teenagers, we're specifically thinking teenagers, not like younger kids who probably need you to be on their butts, but for the most part, me and all my friends are very much on top of their schoolwork. I finished my like schoolwork in the first 2 days of the week because I have to wait for my teachers to post it, and I'm on top of it and I get it done, so I have the rest of the week to relax.
Okay.
But when there's like teachers, or not teachers, parents that are like up your butt about stuff and they keep saying, well, and you already did it,
Yeah.
they do it, and that's like very irritating.
Yeah. So message received. Don't say how's school. My best friend ChatGPT said to say things like good luck before a test. So so I would love for you to give our listeners a couple things that you would be meaningful that you would like us to say either like on your way to school or when you come home that would feel like an impactful check-in.
On the way to school, I feel like it's always good, like the last time you see your parent, if they drop you off or if you're leaving the house and like you drive yourself, it's always good to say goodbye, like goodbye, I love you, have a good day.
Okay. And then when you come home from school.
How was your day? Was it
And
good?
if you say good, we have to just let it go.
Yeah, because that's usually when we get home from school, we're overstimulated and we just want to sit down, relax, and start our homework or like just not be around people because we've been around people for 8 hours.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about the little check-ins? Just keep it simple.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
Okay.
Interrogate.
A second tip that I found is having special traditions can keep you connected, like monthly coffee date, movie nights, or even a silly tradition like matching socks.
I would never get matching socks with you.
We have movie night.
We do have movie nights. I like that.
And so what we do for our movie night is we force everyone to stay in the same room and pick a movie, and I pop popcorn. Usually I try to make it a big deal where like we get
Like a
treats
platter.
ahead of time. Yeah. And then like fun movie snacks and candy and everything. Everyone picks their candy. So that's one thing. Is there anything else that you think you and I do or we do as a family or that you think we
We
could
usually
be
go
doing?
shopping. We try every other weekend or maybe every 3 weekends or whatever. That's always fun. I always like shopping with you
Why?
because you usually buy my stuff.
Yeah.
But
usually pay for it.
also, I just like hanging out. I don't like shopping alone. So, like,
I like picking out stuff for you. Like sometimes I'm really on and sometimes I'm off.
sometimes you're like really on the dot,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's please.
I love shopping with you if I need to buy something because I love your brutal honesty. Because, like, I know because, like, sometimes I feel like you're trying to blow me up to get something. And so you're like, your makeup is so good, mom. Or, oh my God, I love that shirt. But, like, sometimes you'll be like, why are you wearing those shoes? And so if it's honest. Yeah.
I'm gonna lie to you.
And sometimes I get something. We were talking the other day. I got that shirt and you were like, you're never going to wear it. And I wear it all the time.
Oh, you don't have to listen
Yeah.
to all my.
So I don't, it's not like I like, am like, oh, Gabby
Maybe you
says
should wear
no.
those
But
blue leggings you got and that red shirt you got real bright.
I was thinking about that. I would. I would. Okay. So you like when we go shopping and you like when we do family movie nights. Anything else? Would you do? One of the suggestions is a monthly coffee date. Would you like to do something like that if we're like, oh, let's go to a coffee shop?
Yeah. But
You
I
don't
feel
really.
like
I feel like I ask you all the time.
No, because you want me to do work. I'm not trying to go do work when I'm having coffee. I think I would
Okay.
like to go. I started actually drinking more coffee. I like the French bakeries mochas.
Oh, yeah.
I had vanilla last time.
You
so
asked me.
it's-
I felt so terrible the other day.
Yeah,
to
I
go to
asked
lunch
you.
with
You're like, time you say no, but I asked you the other day and you're like, I can't. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
And listeners, if you don't know, Gabby works for me. She is an assistant producer for the podcast. She edits the podcast. She does a lot of social media for my private practice as well. So when she says I want her to do work, that's what she's talking about. Also, ChatGPT says craft days, Target runs, or mini road trips. Any feedback on those?
I don't know if I like craft days. I've started my own little nail business, so I like to do that instead of crafts now. It's like little paintings. I also go to art every single day, so I'm not trying to do more crafts.
My idea would be instead of just like on your own as a parent, like being like, let's go to coffee. And then if your kid says no, then you feel rejected and you're annoyed, would be to ask, hey, what would you like to do? Anything you want to do this week or the weekend?
Right.
Asking. Okay. A third tip, okay, is if you feel like you've drifted apart from your teen, I would say it's never too late. So start small, apologize if needed, and remembering rebuilding trust and connection takes time and patience. What do you think about that?
I think yeah, I agree, but like what you were saying like earlier, if don't feel rejected if they don't want to hang out with you. There's a lot of parents out there that if their kid has plans or has already made plans or figured out their whole schedule without talking to you about it, and you feel like that you're being excluded because your kid's starting to have their own life, well, you gotta let that happen because they're not like they're always gonna be your baby. They're always gonna be your kid, but you're not gonna live with them the whole time. You can't pick and choose when you can have like control over them. Like you can't say, oh, you can't do this because I don't want you at the house, but then also you want them to be at the house all the time. You can't make them feel bad for going out and then make them feel bad for staying in. You can't. You have to find a good balance.
So like criticism, like how do you balance that? Like criticism, I would say communication by sitting and talking calmly and saying, hey, I feel like you're never here. What are some things we can do to stay connected? And it's going to look different, right? So we have my youngest child is 10, so he's home all the time. And it's going to look different because you guys are making your own plans. And so I think it's just about communication, would you say? What do you have going on this week? We have a joint family calendar, so that helps you add what's important to you. Your 14-year-old brother has been adding and saying, hey, I'm going to do this. So we're so like communicating, I think, too. So even though, yes, you are a teen, you have your own life, I think I would probably be frustrated if you just like jam-packed your whole entire schedule without checking on. It's easy for you because we have a shared family calendar, so you can see what we have, but some people don't. And so you might be like, hey, mom, I'm making plans for this week. Anything I should be aware of? So about that communication. Okay, so this is like a quick little episode, right? So just some quick tips, because I know the listeners are all busy, driving all over the place, but connection during the teen years isn't about being perfect. I feel like it's about showing up, being curious, and letting your child know you're always in their corner. So just like asking, like being curious means asking questions like, what are you into right now? Instead of just assuming, oh, you used to love pink. How come you're always wearing black all the time? You look so good in pink. But like asking, hey, what's your favorite color? What are you into right now? Things like that.
And even if we roll our eyes sometimes, like we notice your guys' effort that you put in. If you change it, we do really appreciate it. And you try to make an effort and just don't blame it all on us, or don't blame it on yourself and make yourself have a pity party.
Yeah. So we'd love to hear from you. Share what you might be doing with your teen, or what might be working, or if these tips are helping you. So thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And if you loved the episode, share with a friend, share with another parent of a teen who might be struggling or want to hear more about these tips.
Thanks for listening today. Don't forget to subscribe so you can hear our latest episodes as soon as they drop.
If you loved today's episode, share with a friend. Find us on Instagram, Facebook at Chasing Brighter, or check out our blog at chasingbrighter.com and follow us. If you want to know more about Kelly and I, read our blogs, find more tips, tools, and resources, check that out at chasingbrighter.com. Thanks. Remember, your best life is just a listen away.